Since when has this been really planned?
On that note, guys, welcome
Just
to
saying.
episode 38 of the ZZP Power Hour. Today we're talking about 2021, how we're enjoying it this year,
Okay.
how we think of it versus last year.
Okay.
Oh.
Two very weird years. So
Yeah,
Yeah, they are
two
weird
very
years.
different.
yeah, we're gonna talk
At
about.
least that's where we're going to start.
Yeah, we don't know where we'll end up, but we always start somewhere. So as far as the community goes, the big thing for us is events, racing, what we do with our free time.
Yep.
And like Ashley was saying, tonight we're all going on a cruise. So big chunk of ZZP rolling out to Grand Haven.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the car people thing to do around here. Drive to the beach, look at water, and drive home.
It's cold water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
I
not
don't
going
like-
in the water. We're just gonna go look at
I'm
it.
just saying. We were
Nothing
at South
beats-
Haven last weekend, and my kids were
Oh,
both
yeah.
swimming in it, and it was
Nope.
54 degrees.
Nope. Yeah. See,
It was painful.
you
I
know
do
that,
hot
that
tubs,
long
and that's
pier.
Oh,
You walk out there, you catch a good Michigan sunset, and
Thanks, Paul Weber. We appreciate you.
And then you go away.
Hey, thanks, Paul.
Hey,
so-
yeah. I bet Paul is a really nice guy, because nice people are
Say
a lot
things like
easier
that.
to be nice
Two.
vendors to.
Yeah. All right. Introductions. We forgot them last week, but
Yep.
if you don't know us by now,
I'm Al.
I'm Trevor.
Ashley.
and I'm Tyler.
Fastest
Ryan just got
introduction
so
yet.
triggered.
And we got Eric behind the camera and the laptop.
Yep.
Can you
And
still?
where's
Oh yeah,
ZZP?
you can see the wave.
Where's CZR?
The R is for race.
Yep.
Anyways, who wants to start out with how has your year changed?
Car wise, let's see.
What's your life
really
like
was a
compared to
blur.
last year?
2020 was just weird because it never made any sense. Nothing ever made any sense.
No.
And then the car season was
Everything's
over.
made up, and the points don't matter.
Yeah. Like, I remember when we were at home, in March, I was trying to take a video from home of me and, like, my Ion, because we were going to
Oh,
do, like,
yeah.
a little,
Oh, yeah, I know what
Oh,
you're
yeah.
talking about.
like, oh, hey, here's my build, we're at home, blah, blah, blah.
And
it
that
was,
Ion has had 4 owners since then.
and it was so
Wow.
awkward trying to do that. I was like, all right, I'm going to get some shots. Oh, wait, but I have to put it on a tripod to look at myself. And,
Yep.
yeah, no.
Feel
so
weird.
that was very odd. Obviously, we never released that. But,
Thought
yeah.
we did release one.
We did the, like...
Working from home one.
Yeah, we're with you. Ryan had the helmet on.
Everybody
and that.
together.
Yeah, that was a good
One.
video. When, everything seemed so
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, back when everyone actually thought COVID was so terrible. Anyway,
That's all Al's got to say about that.
yeah.
Yep.
Anyways, Tyler, so you were home doing awkward stuff with a camera.
Yeah, and
Whoa,
Now what do you do?
Tripods.
Erica.
And you're telling me this year is different?
we've ditched the cameras. It's all live action now. But yeah,
Wow.
and like at the beginning, the whole car season seemed like it was going to be a bust. I mean, after the first 2 weeks, then it was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
we're here forever.
Yeah,
But-
you got your girdler canceled.
Yeah, Grid Life was
Entirely.
canceled.
Yeah, that sucked.
We were still able to do stuff. I mean, we did a Grand Haven cruise. That was a lot of fun.
We did
Yeah.
a couple of the Grand
Yeah,
Haven
but we
cruises,
hadn't
which
seen
is
each other
why-
in, what,
Yeah.
month, 2 months?
Yeah, at least a month. That was weird. That was really
That was
weird,
really
like
weird.
being with friend
Each
people.
other again.
And yeah.
You're with, I say this all the time. We're together more than we're with our own families.
Yeah.
So
it
when
was
we're
weird.
apart, yeah, like
I
it's like
couldn't
being away
take
from
it.
your family.
I couldn't do that again.
No,
No,
mm-mm.
not that amount of time.
No, it was terrible.
And
I
I
mean, doing a customer service job from home when you have your warehouse full of your inventory and having people that you need
Oh, yeah.
to talk to on a daily
Ask
basis
questions,
and
yeah.
look at things physically, like it was rough.
Yeah, we're so tightly knit that, if you don't know something, you just ask somebody, but then you got to rely on messaging them and
Yep.
them, and-
seeing it in time, like answering a phone and you got someone asking a question and say like I need to relay that message to somebody else. I'm like, hold on, I have to wait for them
Yeah.
to reply because we're all working from home,
Yeah.
and not every single person's sitting right there that can answer
Yeah,
that
that was
question.
terrible.
But
Yeah.
we worked through it and everybody was really amazing. And that first week back to work, we were all just kind of like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
never want to do it again.
It was very odd too. I came to help you work on your car on that one Saturday, and it was like the first venture out
Oh,
back
yeah.
to the office.
We came in once to do a was that the Sonic shifter
Oh, the
install?
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yep, we did the install instructions. Man, that thing sucks to install. Sorry, customers.
FaceTiming each other. Hold on, this goes there.
Yeah. But yeah, and now 2021 is like everyone's back out in the wild and events get packed quick, and
Yep.
like you mentioned the other day, everything seems so much more expensive, at least car
Yeah.
event wise,
Everything's
Yeah.
so much more
Half
expensive
mile
in
event
life.
price went up.
except for those
Did it?
And
spectator
I
drives.
barely got into Sunday. Like they normally don't sell out that fast.
Yeah.
But
Everyone's,
everyone's ready to go.
everyone's had all this time to build their cars, and
Drag strips have been packed.
yep.
Yeah.
Like Streetcar Takeover
Streetcar
and Cletus
Takeover.
were both huge.
Oh, that was cool to see.
Such a fun
like,
event.
Big giant events come back,
Yeah.
because it's fun to go to the drag strip. Like when we go to Stanton and there's no spectators there, it's still
Test
fun.
and tune, yeah. But
But-
that one,
Mhm.
Especially Cletus,
packed stands.
the stands being
Yeah.
packed, and I
Yeah.
was shaking in my boots as I was breaking transmissions.
Literally shaking.
Yeah, literally shaking.
I know that feeling. It's such a good one. But I mean, at Streetcar, I didn't go for any reason other than just to have fun and just to drive and just to be at an event again.
Yeah.
I just loved it. That roll racing was so much fun. I had no idea what I was doing, but I had so much fun.
Yep.
Hanging out and camping, like I told you when we were there, being at Martin, that's our home track. Like we're there all the time, but we always pack up and leave. Like we go for a couple hours and we pack up and leave. So like
camping
actually
was so much
staying
fun.
there,
Yeah,
it was so different.
fun.
It kind of felt like we were somewhere else, but yet
We're still 30 minutes from home.
we knew that track so well.
Yeah,
Like I kind of want to camp there more.
I know.
Why
Like,
don't
does-
we?
does it
That's
have-
what Tyler said. He's like, why don't we do this
Does
ever?
it have to be an event? Are we
no,
allowed
you
to just
can.
camp?
No, every time they have a race
Yeah.
event in the weekend, you're allowed to stay there.
So like a Friday night test and tune, you can just camp. Doesn't sound too
Weird.
bad.
It doesn't. And I'm gonna
and
have
the
a
casino's
pop-up
right
soon.
there too.
So
So
You're gonna
tow
have
it
a
behind
pop-up?
the Sonic
Yeah.
and
So
Oh,
yeah,
Wait,
van, Ion, pop up.
yeah.
Can you tow two behind?
just put the ion in the van.
almost.
You could definitely fit a Spark in the van.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
we try that.
It might be too tall, but
Yeah, it might be. I don't
Spark
know.
convertible.
convertible Spark would fit. Yes. Oh, but yeah, going off what Ashley just said about people in the stands and stuff. Tyler and I just went to an autocross, and Tim and Noah, and there was like a packed grandstand, and that was one of the coolest things.
So
I've
it
ever
really?
I
experienced.
haven't had a chance to watch the video yet. Was it more like autocross or more like circle track?
It-
way
like-
more like autocross.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was an autocross.
Like an autocross
on-
sprint?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Yeah,
you
guys were
never
cruising.
you never had to like, one of the biggest things with autocross is that they make the track super technical. So
So,
it's
so that you can't go real fast.
yeah. But this we were hauling pretty good. Like
Yeah,
that
was
back straight
third gear.
yeah, was well above 80, which you rarely get an autocross track that you can do that on. But I mean, you never looped around other than the one 360. So it was like a circle track, but they just added some things so you're not going all out.
The guys running it, which I'm sure they normally just put on circle track events, were like, "You guys think we should redo the course? You guys seem like you want to go a lot faster." And I feel like we didn't give you chances to get faster, and we were like, "No,
No, this is plenty. This is good.
we're going way too fast for this."
Yeah, like that stop. Was it like a stop box,
Yeah,
basically?
yep.
So the
There
video
was.
of you, yeah, the video of you, I was like,
supposed to be a
oh,
stop
and then
box.
you were coming in hot, and you just stopped, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah, that Camaro's got some good brakes, but
Yeah.
yeah, that was really neat for being such a
Yeah.
like auto or I think Noah said it in the video. You go to an autocross and the only people that are there are people autocrossing. There's never fans.
Just crossing the finish line and hearing wasn't super loud, but an actual
Yeah.
clapping and cheering was like the weirdest thing.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
Well,
So Yeah, we're definitely
we have
going
some pretty
back
cool
to that.
cars, so
Yeah.
That's true. Except
They are kind of cool.
he kept
looking.
calling mine a Corvette.
What?
Yeah.
He called it a Corvette a couple times.
He
and
thought
then-
Tim had 500 horsepower
Well,
or
he
something.
probably he hasn't seen anything newer than a C4, so he probably thought that
That's
was the
very
new Corvette.
true.
That's true.
So true.
But yeah, later I went up. It was during one of the breaks, and I talked to the guy, and I was like, "Yeah, it's actually a 4-cylinder turbo." And he's like, "It's a what?" And then so
You swapped it?
he said it over the mic, and he's like, "Have any of you all out there seen a 4-cylinder Camaro?" And people were like, "We like carburetors here."
Yeah.
You mean 4 cylinders on one side?
It's like a
or
4-barrel?
Yeah, double pumper.
oh yeah, tons of fun.
Yeah. So 2021, I mean, has been great. 2020 really ended up being pretty good. We made like 1 billion passes in the Sonic last year.
I
It
had
was
an
better
awesome
than
time.
expected.
We did get a lot of racing done.
I went to like
Supposed
5
to do
drift
some more
events
racing
last
done
year.
tomorrow.
More racing tomorrow?
This guy's talking about your hair loss.
Who's this?
What the hell?
Shut up, Nick. Mike has still got plenty of hair. It just don't look good.
Connor, what's up? David, also hi.
Yep. Yeah. So
Who's high? Oh, like
Hi, guys.
like hello.
Gotcha.
Anybody in the chat, let us know how your 2020 was car wise.
Mhm.
I know I got some good wrenching done on the Ion last year before I sold it. Did I sell it this year?
Oh,
When did
yeah.
I sell it? I don't even remember.
I
It
like
was this year.
This camera angle
Right?
better.
I don't remember.
I saw a meme earlier today that
Just look
was
at
like
yourself?
Yeah, I had to see how good I looked. So.
2019, and it was a picture of a project car in a driveway with no
Yep.
engine in it,
Yep.
all different colors and everything. Classic 240, you know?
Yep.
And then it was like 2020, and it had 2 stimulus checks in the engine bay. Then it was 2021, no stimulus checks in the engine bay, and still just sitting there. And they were
Yeah.
like,
Didn't think that's the way it was gonna go.
Yeah, with how many parts we've been selling, we should see more of our customers out at events, but we still don't because you still don't come out.
yeah. Yeah, some people made really cool
we
builds all year.
I told you we made 440 on the Sonic, or like 434,
434, yeah.
and then we turned it up.
Yeah, we've never dynoed it at the power it was before, or at the last event.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's making more than 434.
Yep.
I know that.
it's making 5 psi more.
I already sold you on a zone. I told you which one to get. Like this isn't a problem.
yeah,
All
this
you
is-
gotta do is send me money, and we'll get you the turbo.
Noah Hammock says he's high and also high.
Oh,
Good man.
thanks for the clarification.
Yeah, Friday Bake.
Oh, different guy.
I like it.
Nice.
2020 year of building, new LSJ from the ground up. Full stage 2, supercharged.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
That's fun.
I just
Catching
did-
up to Tyler.
Yeah, I just did some cooling mods last night, and I'm so
Ooh.
freaking pumped.
It's all right. We're gonna go back out again today.
Yeah. So
Little revenge.
Yeah, it's like the only LSJ on Earth that has no problem with coolant temp or
Yep.
IAT2.
Nope. I was driving home last night, and I was looking down at the scanner. I'm like, this is really 16 degrees above ambient? Like,
Yeah,
holy shit.
yeah. It's pretty crazy when you do things right.
Yeah, weird.
And somehow
Nobody-
customers want to listen.
Nobody
Like,
understands it.
stop putting the smallest pulley that you think you can get away with on.
Because I guarantee stock heat exchanger 2.8 cars, I'm faster than.
Yep.
Just looking.
If you do like a 40 roll against a 2.8 pump gas car, they'd probably jump like 2 cars on you, and then you'd go hauling past them in third gear.
Yep.
Because they're going to be pulling timing from their temps being through the roof.
Yep.
And yours are going to be just sitting 20 over ambient and not moving.
That's great. Yeah. So my blue cobalt. We'll be doing more videos.
And then we're going to spray it.
We may spray it.
We're going to spray
Okay,
it.
we're going to spray it. We got a video coming out next week
Yep.
for the next install, and then
You guys are all begging to see the blue cobalt.
yeah,
We don't really know why, but
I
we're
don't
about
know
it
why,
too.
but
So
it's cool.
It's
I
those
love it.
HHR wheels.
It is. Those look good. I'm gonna be sad when I take them off, but
It's the only good thing that came from an HHR.
What are you replacing them with?
Wider wheels.
I'm 4x100 swapping them, and I have a nice set of rotas. Ryan, triggered.
You know, those wheels you bought for me have 100 also.
4x100 or 5?
Oh, they're 5. Never mind.
Yep.
I was about to say, I've got so many wheels. I don't know what to do.
Oh
with
yeah,
them.
you're going to
Must be nice.
base model bolt pattern.
Yeah, going to base model bolt pattern because I have like 6 sets of wheels.
And one less stud, weight
If
reduction.
there's any wheel companies out there that
Weight
hear
reduction.
this, please make wheels for Sonic.
Yeah, somebody
Cruises.
makes wheels for Sonics.
God.
Yeah, Mike Arvi, you're probably not listening today, but he works at Fitment Industries.
Yeah.
He needs to get the hookup for Sonic and Cruze
Yes.
Yeah.
because there's nothing out there.
No,
It's
and
awful.
someone would make a killing.
Are there any
A
other
killing.
cars with a 105?
Not that I found.
Nope.
They are the only car that I've ever seen.
It's crazy how, like, I swear the last, like, 4 that have came into the shop had adapter spacers.
Mhm.
Just everyone's doing it now because they're like, well,
Yeah, and
What else are you
we
gonna
wanted
do?
to make a re-drill hub kit, but you can't re-drill the rears.
No, because they're like flower shaped.
Yeah, and there's
around
not
the
enough
studs.
meat. But
Why did William Kish just say "ow"?
I think he's trying to say something, but
oh,
he wanted your
started it
attention
out.
first.
Yeah.
You have my attention, William.
It clearly worked.
Good play.
the Atom Project is looking forward to Sky coilovers. Cool.
Mm.
Trevor, you need to finalize those.
Yes,
Me
The rears.
too.
I got some work to do.
I didn't think we were waiting on anything.
We got revised pieces.
Oh,
In the
okay.
rear. Yeah,
Yeah.
he just needs to test fit them.
In the ass, as
In
he
the
said.
ass.
Yes. Oh, we need to order coils for my car too.
Oh, yeah.
I was talking to Aaron today about the spring rates I need to get. And he's like, would you just kind of guess? And then we see how it drives and then go from there.
I agree, Connor.
Okay.
Okay.
80 in the front,
Figures.
100 in the back.
Probably, yeah. 80K.
80K.
Yeah.
You're going to need some if you got aero.
Well, that's the thing. You have to run enough spring to not bottom
out.
everything out.
Yeah.
Because, like, Aaron's car has 1,800 pounds of downforce at, I think, 150.
Which is over half the weight of the car, probably.
Yeah.
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 Additional.
On
and that's
top of the weight of the
just-
car.
That's on the front tires.
Yeah.
That's like a baby elephant.
Yeah. it is. Think about that.
Standing on the splitter. A baby elephant.
At his top speed,
Maybe a full-size
there's
elephant.
so much
I don't really know what
downforce
enough
from the
it weighs.
air. It's like there's a baby elephant sitting on the hood of his car.
Eric, can you get us the weight of a baby elephant, please?
Yeah, we're going to need
Yeah.
that.
I'm going to guess it's more like 400 or 500 pounds. So let's say 3 baby elephants
William
standing
Kish.
on the splitter.
Does nitrous eat the black coating on an M90? That was your question, Al.
If you used
Slowly?
enough of it, maybe, but I've never seen it make a difference.
Yeah.
It wears off on its own anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just spray some new bed liner on them. You'll be good.
All right, Eric.
The weight of a baby elephant weighs, on average, about 264 pounds.
Oh,
Oh heck!
Oh.
That's
So we're
it?
at like 9 baby elephants.
that's a lot of baby elephants.
So teenage elephants,
Yeah.
maybe?
Maybe 8 baby
What's
elephants.
a 1-year-old elephant?
Yeah. I just realized
Toddler.
Eric's our Jamie.
Yeah. Yep.
Eric, pull that up.
Male African elephant may weigh up to 364 pounds.
That's
That's
not
it?
bad.
100 pounds on it.
Okay, what's an adult elephant weigh?
Oh boy, hold on.
What's an animal that weighs 1,800 pounds?
Probably a whale.
Yeah.
Hey Siri, what animal
Horses
weighs
can be anywhere
1,800
from between
pounds?
800 to
didn't
1,200
work.
pounds.
Horses are that heavy?
Horses are
Yeah.
terrifing.
They're-
Asian
Oh,
elephants
that's
are
right.
800 pounds. African elephants are 13,000 pounds.
So
Yeah. So
13,000?
you remember that picture of that Holstein steer that I had?
Yeah.
He was 1,700.
Yeah.
So
That's
picture of a what?
big heifer.
What did you just say?
Holstein steer,
A steer.
like a black
A
and white
steer?
cow is a Holstein, and a steer is a boy
Oh.
cow with his nuts chopped off. Yeah. He
How
was-
much
What's a
did he
boy
weigh?
cow without
It was
his nuts
1,700.
chopped off?
A bull.
Oh.
Wow.
Duh.
Like,
That's
Like,
what
come
the,
on.
the
Eric,
Echo
what's a
weighs.
boy cow without his nuts chopped off?
you mean just
No,
a
I'm
normal
kidding,
boy
I'm kidding.
cow?
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
we don't need
It's
that.
okay. It's just kidding. If you want to.
Yeah, if GM could stick to
It's a
5 by
Caucasian elephant.
114.
Ask your mom. Yeah. Oof. That's what you get for making fun of my hair, dick.
Yeah, 5x114.3 would be
Yeah.
magical.
Even like your Camaro is 120.
Yeah,
That's fine.
that's fine.
Oh yeah, we
Find most
weren't
for that.
talking about animals. Anyway,
Yeah.
Anyway, springs, coilovers, downforce.
yeah.
Elephants.
Yeah.
Yep.
Progressive. Does our manufacturer do progressive rate?
I don't think you can do a progressive rate in a standard
I don't know.
diameter. I think you have to have like a honeycomb style.
Okay.
Yep.
Maybe not then.
Maybe not.
I might just have to make it. Well, I always complain about coils that ride like a shopping cart, but it's not like I'm gonna be taking road trips in this car.
Yeah,
So
it might need to
Yeah,
ride like a
I
shotgun.
gotta have a pretty stiff spring in order to be able to corner balance it too,
Mhm.
so that I can actually move the weight, not just have the spring soak it up.
Yep.
So something I just thought about is that 2020, Al, that was the year that you had planned for your car to be finished.
Ooh.
Coming 2021, more seems like the realistic.
We getting there.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Do you have any updates for us on that?
So, Alex and I did a lot more of the cage planning Wednesday night. We've got that kind of planned out. We got all the spots on the floor marked where I got to get all the. I don't know what the heck that stuff's made out of, but it does not come off the floor easy.
Yeah.
That tar
Yep.
Oh,
crap.
yeah.
Sound deadening.
You got to
Stuff.
clean all that stuff out.
Screwdriver and a hammer and just.
I think I might go to Purity and see if I can get some liquid nitrogen to
Yeah.
dump on it and see if it'll chip off. Because I've seen a YouTube video of some Honda guys doing that.
Don't they use dry ice for that too? To like crack it? and
Maybe
stuff?
that too, but I saw a video that had that sound deadening tar on the whole floor pan, and they just had this big tank of liquid nitrogen that they dumped in, let it sit for like a minute or two, and then they just whap it with a hammer, and it all shattered like ice, and then just scraped it out.
Yeah.
Ounces make pounds, and the car's decently light. I looked.
Yeah,
looked it
everyone's
up the other
saying
day.
dry
How many
ice.
baby elephants?
See, I'm not crazy. Paul, Noah.
About
10.
11, 10,
Yeah.
11. Yeah.
Okay.
10 to 11 baby elephants. 5 by 112. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is not fun.
Yep.
But so the things I have to do to get my car on the dyno are throttle cable bracket.
Easy.
And then I have to wire up the boost control solenoids, 1 or 2 more pressure sensors. They're already plumbed. I just got to put the plugs on the end of the wires. And then there's a couple buttons I got to add on the inside. And then plumbing
Brake fluid.
brake fluid. Yeah, I got to plumb from the reservoir to the master cylinder.
Yep.
And then bleed the brakes, bleed the clutch. And it's ready to dyno.
And then it's going to make some loud noises.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited.
Yep.
Very excited. Because it's been about 3 years since that
Yep.
car has
Yep.
ran.
Yeah.
And
2020,
it
we
scared
got
the
two
shit out of me before, so I can only
We
imagine
got too
now.
sidetracked with the
it's
Sonic
like
last year.
400 pounds lighter than it was. And
So
it's
about
gonna make a
2
little,
baby elephants.
About 2 baby
Okay.
elephants,
Yep.
and it's going to make a little bit more power than it did before.
Is this our new standard of
Yep.
measurement?
Yep.
Is
Yeah.
baby elephants?
Done.
Baby
Okay,
elephants.
all right.
That's what we're going to go with.
Yep.
Yeah, if anyone wants to see us push the Sonic farther, you're gonna have to give us some competition. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of sad because we still have no one close.
Flying Brian, does Tim still work there?
Which
Tim,
Tim?
as in Turbo Tim? Of course he does.
Yep.
Yep.
He was on the podcast last week. Come on, man.
He quit like a month and a half ago for a couple hours.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. L equals 1.5 baby elephant.
I am down to about 1 baby elephant, asshole.
Shit.
Anyways, Ashley, what's your year changes? Biggest noticeable life change?
Oh, God.
Well, she moved.
Yeah, well,
Again.
because if anyone knows, if anyone's trying to buy a house right now, you know the housing
Don't.
market is absolutely terrible. So not only it's pointless to go rent a house because you're looking at these crappy 2-bedroom houses for like $1,800 a month, which who wants to spend that when you can
that's
probably
nuts.
pay $800 less and own your house, like in a mortgage. So you've got 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath houses going for $300,000 right now when they should be going for $200,000,
Yeah.
which fine if that's what I need to do.
Dude,
But
you're better off putting your money into Dogecoin than you are a house right now. Because
Maybe
it's
I
about
did.
ready to pop.
Not even Dogecoin? Not
Maybe you
Dogecoin,
should.
Dogecoin?
Yeah, Dogecoin. I just made that one up.
All right, here we go.
dodging it
To the moon.
to the moon. But yeah, no, 2020 was definitely interesting. It had some ups, it had some downs. Probably more ups than downs.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people, I understand it hit them very hard, but we made the most of it, and I think it's turned our lives
Yeah,
around.
we all had a lot of us had a really good year last year,
Yeah.
just as people, I think.
Yeah.
It brought a lot of people
Yeah,
closer
that's
too.
true.
Definitely brought
It was
people
nice.
closer.
I mean, I did try to make the most of the extra time that I got at home.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
I'm introverted, so I loved it. It was great. I could order everything on my phone and not talk to people.
Oh,
and
really? See, I hate being at home.
Yeah, no.
All good things.
I like being at home. I don't like being at home that long, though.
Yeah.
No, I'd rather just pack up and we all go places. Like, I hate just sitting around.
Yeah. The sitting around got old.
Yeah. That's why, when we were doing those cruises, that was really good for us. But they still did some Cars and Coffee. We did Cars and Coffee a few times.
Yep.
They kicked them out of public parking lot. So this guy who owned a trucking company was like, well, let's do it at my place. And I think they're still doing it there.
Oh,
yeah?
really?
Yeah.
Cool.
And there's a lot of people that show up there. I don't know where all of those people are all the time during the day or at night because I never see those cars anywhere. So that really confuses me.
Huh.
So, like,
Yeah,
obviously.
the guy that owns a trucking company has what? A Ferrari,
Yeah.
new Porsche,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of Lamborghini, but one of
Easy
them.
answer. Don't live in Canada.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sorry
if I
about
had some
that.
life advice
Oh.
for people,
Well, he's probably talking about Monopoly money, too. So that's like $40 US.
yeah.
I give Canadian dudes props for being car guys in Canada
Yeah.
I
because
don't know if I
ordering
could
from
justify
us.
it.
yeah,
I don't think I could.
I would have a different hobby
Yeah, like
Or-
hunting moose or something.
or have
Baby elephants.
Meese? Mooses?
Mooses? Or I would have a hobby or a car that there was a parts manufacturer in Canada for.
Yeah. Mhm.
I assume there are some. I mean,
Yeah,
it can't
I
just
mean,
be
I
a
know there's-
barren wasteland
It's
of...
weird because there's a
No,
lot
it's
of
mostly a barren wasteland of Mounties.
Yeah.
there's a lot of mod shops there though.
Is it? Are
Like-
they? Okay.
Quite
I
a
get
few.
a lot that
On the
call me.
border.
Yeah, I guess they all are like right over the border.
Yeah.
Like 90% of the value of Canada is on the edge of the U.S. The rest of it's just trees and hills and
Mountains.
And
Mountains.
meese.
Mountains.
and mountains.
Mountains, not
yeah.
hills. We have hills.
Yeah,
they
we have
mountains.
hills.
Yeah, they got mountains.
Yeah.
Until you get to Alaska, then it's cool again.
Yeah.
No, Canada's beautiful in certain places. I've been to a lot of places in Canada that's just mind-blowingly stunning.
I went
Never
to a zoo
been
there
there.
once.
The zoo in Canada?
Yeah.
Did you
What
see
it-
moose?
Yeah, there's
Meese?
probably some meese there. No, it was a drive-through.
Baby elephants.
Drive-through
It was
zoo?
a drive-through.
That was just Canada.
Well, if they have wild giraffes, then maybe.
You just paid to go down a road.
Yeah.
How can a giraffe survive in Canada's
It
winter?
was.
They reach all the food that the meese don't eat.
That's true. Is it Windsor that's right outside of Detroit?
Yes.
That must be
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, we went to Windsor and they have this, or they had a zoo that you drove through, and like the giraffe stuck his head in your car, sticking his tongue out and stuff, like
How'd it
giraffes
do it?
do.
Did you go through the tunnel? The tunnel is sweet.
I think we went on the bridge,
Oh.
not the tunnel.
There's a tunnel?
There's either the
Isn't it
Ambassador
the
Bridge
Windsor Tunnel? Isn't that
or
what
the
it's
Windsor
called?
Tunnel. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
so you can go above or below
Above or below what?
the Detroit River.
It feels
Oh,
like that
yeah.
scene from Willy Wonka when they're going in the underground boat.
Oh.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, the worst part of the whole movie.
There's
Yeah.
like crazy lights going all over the place. You
Yeah.
don't really know where the road is.
Really?
And then me and Erica went over to Canada once before we were 21 to go to the bar.
Obvious.
And I think we had 2 drinks and then came home. Because Erica was so nervous that the Border Patrol were going to, like, breathalyze us. And
Can't cross the border because you're underage.
yeah,
Oh, Erica.
yep. But that's about my Canada experience there.
Connor, you would not believe the amount of people that call me that say they own a shop in Canada every single day. They want to become partners.
They're probably moose
whatever they
shops.
can do. Yeah. They tune in Moose Power.
Moose power. I don't know why, but I love it.
From now on.
Is a moose more powerful than a horse?
I would think so.
I
Yeah.
wonder if I can add an extra correction factor to the dyno.
For the Canadian guys in moose power.
what?
Oh, your speedometers and clicks? Here, let's switch us over to Meese Power.
WMP. Wheel moose power.
Wheel
Real
power.
moose power. Oh, yeah, that's good. Noah Hammock, though, I have heard that British Columbia is, because that's the one on the coast, the west coast, and I have heard that's
Ah.
pretty.
Yeah, and then in between there is just a vast wasteland of nothing. The only thing people do there is drive from one side to the other.
I drove from we did like Oregon, Washington, straight up to Whistler, and drove the coast the whole way.
I would love to do that.
I thought I was in a movie. Like it was so unreal. Like
That would be really cool.
just absolutely beautiful. You see the ocean, but then there's these huge just mountains just sticking out of the ocean, and then every once in a while you can see whales.
Hopping up,
Wow.
Yeah,
trying to
gorgeous.
Like, hey,
fight the moose.
I would do that drive all over
Yeah.
again, minus the 3 hours in border
come
security.
out here and fight me, leg
That's a
having
long
ass.
time.
Yeah, it was
Like having ass.
pretty nerve wracking, all because of a driving offense. Apparently, it's a felony there.
Daniel Fisher. Anyone know drag Sonic 0 to 60? We don't really measure that, but you guys can probably guess, right?
Let's see. So, 60 foot.
Yeah, 0 to 60 foot's 1.5.
Yeah.
I don't
and
know.
that's we're crossing the 60 at the top of first gear, which is high 40s. So it's probably mid 2s.
Yeah, I would guess.
It's under 3
Oh yeah.
in a drag strip setting. Yeah.
Slicks, you know,
Yeah, on the slicks on a prep track.
It'll never do that on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if you're-
and that, as much as I love that car and it's so much fun to go beat around in, people need to understand that much power in a car that light and front wheel drive, absolutely 100% useless on the street.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Like when we drive it on the street, we drive it on slicks because that's the only way it's worth anything at all.
And you still don't get traction until second or third gear.
No. Yeah. Because it's just normal road. It's not a prep track.
Yeah. Like
I'm sure you guys could answer like almost in unison. What is your perfect street setup for a Sonic?
our new
Oh,
turbo.
V3.
Like
or the new
Ashley's car.
turbo.
Yeah, Ashley's car basically.
Well, I answered based off currently available.
oh yeah.
Mhm.
But the turbo that.
But
we have
even
two-
V3, like Tim's car,
Yeah,
making
yeah.
250 wheel,
Mhm.
that is amazing.
Yep.
But yeah, the new turbo that's coming out, which I don't see Jeff McGovern in here. What's
No, I know.
where are you at?
Is he
Speaking of-
okay?
Eric got a taste for
We
my
should
car.
probably
I think
put it-
today was the first day Eric was ever in my car.
Hmm.
We were really late coming back from lunch, and I told him, I was like, Eric, if I'm scaring you, I'm sorry, and if I'm making
Oh,
you
and
sick,
you had
I'm
extra
sorry.
weight in there too.
Oh yeah, I asked him like every first gear was just spinning, the tires just nothing but chirping the whole way.
Yep.
Yeah,
lot of bumps.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. He sat in the back. Abby sat in the front.
I had to I was wearing the top.
I was like, I'm sorry. I'm
The,
like,
the
am I
last
scaring
time
you
I
or
rode in
making
her
you
car
sick?
in the back, I just put my butt in the middle and a leg behind each seat. It's a lot easier that way.
Yeah.
I think Ashley's car is one of probably my favorite street car here.
Yeah.
Out of all the shop cars.
It's manual. It makes good noises.
Yep.
It's got crazy brakes.
It's got good brakes.
It corners well.
Yeah.
Looks good, like
Like you can dart
Nice
lanes
interior.
on a whim,
hatchback.
Yeah.
Like
Turbo lag's not bad at all.
and it doesn't ride shitty.
And
No,
Bo gives
it
me
really
shit
doesn't.
for switching lanes like that.
Yeah, but because he can't,
That's so true.
because he got 60 sidewall and a 4,000-pound boat.
speaking of a galloping moose,
Yeah.
that's what he's calling it now, guys.
I like that. I like
let's
that.
get that to stick.
Galloping moose. I'm gonna make him a
Galloping moose.
sticker.
Moose mobs.
Moose mobs.
Sorry, Bo.
mobs.
Sorry, Bo. He's gonna
Does
punch me.
want to be boosted? Was that before or after I explained where the ion's at?
That was after. So, back it up.
Cliff Notes is if everything goes according to plan, it should be on the dyno at the end of next week.
Yep.
But then I got a lot of stuff to fix after that, and it's going to make the half-mile event August 14th and 15th in Marion, Indiana. Come hell or high water.
Be there or be square.
So, like, y'all's gonna have to pick up the slack if we're gonna make this
Yep.
happen.
Paul Weber. Jerry claims that he made 211 wheel on a stock turbo on 93. That is pretty much physically impossible.
Unless he like,
Like,
There's no unless.
yeah.
The size of the inducer on the stock compressor wheel is only so big. You can only fit so much air through that. And the amount of air that you can flow through that hole directly correlates to how much power you can make.
Yep.
So there-
You can't out-tune a physical choke point.
No.
I mean, when we have every other car maybe makes mid-hundreds,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden one of them magically makes 211,
Yeah.
you don't got to be a rocket surgeon. Like, come on.
Like, a lot now. He's notorious for using dyno jets, which that's fine. They're available.
Mhm.
They typically read higher. But almost every E85 stock turbo car that we dyno here is like mid 180s.
Mm-hmm.
That's bolt-ons,
Yeah.
tuned, everything. And if he's claiming he's making 30 wheel on 93
Yeah.
over that,
Video or pics, or it didn't happen.
well, it's Jerry, so.
It'll still get
Nah,
fudged.
draggy times.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm
Which
gonna
we
do.
still need to buy a shop draggy.
We do need a shop draggy.
Yeah.
We need to figure out how to pitch that to Dad.
Do
They're
we
really
want to
not that
use one
expensive, are
first
they?
and then tell him about it?
They're 300.
Maybe.
bucks.
Jay got one?
Yep.
Figured.
Well,
There we go.
where is Supercharged Buzzy?
James Rakes could.
Who's
James
Supercharged
Rakes
Buzzy?
couldn't even get a job here, so too bad for him.
Oh, but you sold out.
Oh yeah, I sold out. My bad.
Are we gonna make traction bars for the Cobalt? I wish, but no. Just you're gonna be making that one by yourself.
Let
Traction
us know
bars.
though how it goes.
Like for the control arms?
I think he's talking about like how the Drag Sonic has traction bar.
Oh, like wheelie bar?
Yeah.
Oh.
Nah, that's a one-off thing. I mean, if you want
Still
one,
let me know how it goes.
Traction bar, like for the control arm? What would that be? To brace
You
it
don't
to the
remember
frame?
the B Woody traction bars? So
What?
the Ion, yeah, B Woody was a
I know B
company.
Woody,
It's not a
but-
second-class erection. So B Woody made traction bars for the Ion Redline because they all had the same steel control arms.
Yeah.
And they flexed like crazies. And
Yep.
there was a hole in the middle of them. You could run just adjustable rod with Heim joints that
Yeah.
bolted to that and bolted to the cradle, so that it would take the force of the tire
Yep.
trying to bend the control arm.
Yep.
And they did work. And then everyone realized we can just run Cobalt control arms
Yeah.
and
They're aluminum,
it's good.
and they're fine.
And then you put better bushings in those, and it's even better.
It's great. Yeah.
Yep.
So no, we are not going to make those.
Nope. Unfortunately
Oh
We do
yeah,
sell the Cobalt
I've
ones,
heard
so-
heard people say that James says they couldn't afford them.
not. But he's tuning Vipers now, bro.
Hope they like replacing engines.
Oh no, I've seen James's tunes. They're not good.
I don't know. We
It's
got a
weird.
Sonic here
If-
that's
if you
probably
like
faster
pedal-
than a Viper.
Hey, if you like pedal commanders,
Yeah,
There
if
you
you
go.
like your gas pedal to
Oh,
be an
God.
on-off switch,
there you go.
he's your guy.
Arrow? Yes.
Arrow? Yes, do
Yeah.
Arrow. What's the question?
I
If we-
assume he's talking about if we're making some.
Yeah, he asked
We
earlier
are.
if we're making them, and yeah, Trevor's working on some Sonic
Mhm.
Arrow right now.
Yeah,
And
I
then
gotta do a lot of Arrow on my car too.
we expand from there.
My car made enough power to do 180s the last time it was out.
Yeah, it was just lifting the whole.
It literally is
thing.
lifting. It was chirping the tires in fourth gear
Did you
through the
do that?
finish line.
On
That's unacceptable.
ET Streets, right? Something like that.
Like if
No,
we
it was on
put
Federals.
biplane wings on it, could it
Federals.
take off?
Probably.
My weekly pitch, Federal Tire.
Yeah, Federal Tire. If
Sponsor
you're
us?
looking for someone to sponsor,
Yeah.
all
Or
I-
Bridgestone.
where are your people?
That would also work.
Nah, Bridgestone's
Nah.
too hoity-toity.
Yeah, they're not gonna deal with us.
Oh yeah, we
Eric,
lost that
can we
deal
get a
already.
hashtag in here somewhere?
Federal's like the grassroots redneck guy.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who tuned it? Who tuned what? You be a little quicker here.
Yeah. What?
Ducktail for a Cobalt. I'm
Sorry, that was
making a
my fault.
ducktail style wing for my car, but it's not going to be a production piece. If you ever want to chat about that kind of stuff, though, feel free to shoot me an email or a message.
You know,
Amazon Basics.
Zachary Garden.
That's fine.
That's fine.
That's-
Amazon basic stuff is really nice for the price. I'll give it that.
That's true. Like phone charger cables,
Yeah.
and keyboard mice, and
They got like
batteries.
backpacks, and all
Yeah.
sorts of stuff. They work great.
They do.
Yeah, and they're
Yep.
very cheap.
They
Yeah, like
have
their
their,
batteries
racks.
are
We got like
almost
50 of
as
them right
cheap
there.
as Harbor Freight.
And they're almost
And
as
then-
good as Duracell.
Yeah. The Harbor Freight batteries.
Win-win.
Don't buy those. Don't buy those.
Federal police. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Where are my Federals at?
If
Okay.
anyone in here knows someone that works at Federal, shout them out for us.
Yeah.
I think we're about halfway through the podcast, a little more actually. I think it's time for some overrated, underrated. What do you
Heck
think?
yeah!
we
Bring
do
it
this halfway
in.
through?
We're doing it halfway through
Well,
today.
well, we'll spice it up.
Every time we've done it at the end, we get cut off. 'Cause
Yeah.
We're having too much fun with it.
Mhm.
Yep.
So
I
ding,
think
ding,
Al
ding, ding.
prepared us for this.
I did.
Oh,
We need
I-
a little
man.
intro chime for it.
Yeah, we
We
do.
need to have some type of like game show buzzer type thing. Jamie, hit the button. So yeah, I came up
There
with
we go.
categories for you guys. If you want to pull some on me, you'll have to think of them on the fly.
Okay.
Eric, are we ready to roll this out yet, or?
We are, yeah.
Okay.
We've got some,
Oh, my
some
favorite
lined up.
part.
So just tell me who is first and what we're talking about.
Al, take it away.
Whoa.
Hold on, I gotta pull up my list so that I don't go out of order
Everybody knows
with
they
what
can
he
vote
has.
with you as we're
Hopefully it's
talking
not
about.
street tacos again.
Yeah, Harbor Freight batteries
No, I can't
are
reuse it.
not awesome.
Yeah, but if you get that pack for 99 cents,
Okay, we will throw up Tyler's number one, overrated, underrated first. For those of you that are not familiar with the rules of overrated, underrated, it's a very simple game and it's pretty self-explanatory. Give them a topic and see if it's overrated or it's underrated. There is no such thing as appropriately rated. You have to pick a side or we will sit here until you do. So number one for Tyler, overrated or underrated? Combo sauces. Like Ketchinay's Buffer Ranch, our special sauce.
overrated.
What?
What? Of all the people to ask about this, I have two sauces I like: garlic parmesan and teriyaki. And I would never
usually
make
it's no sauce.
I would never make a garlic teriyaki zan, because that would be terrible.
You not even some Buffer Ranch?
I don't like buffalo sauce, and I don't like ranch.
I don't like buffalo sauce either, but I like Buffer Ranch.
Where do they get all these buffaloes to make sauce out of?
I don't know. They squeeze them really hard.
Wyoming.
Probably, yeah, Wyoming.
Not the city. The state.
You know-
Garlic Parmesan sounds like a combo sauce.
Fine, we'll just.
It is too.
Whoa!
But Parmesan isn't a sauce.
It isn't that.
Parmesan can also be a marinade, which is a sauce.
Yeah, but you can't just you
Anything's
can't
a sauce.
liquefy Parmesan.
The heck you can't.
No, that's why Alfredo is better with Romano or Fontina cheese.
What?
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh, now he's just getting bougie.
I didn't know he could be so bougie.
Me either.
You ever make Alfredo at home with Parmesan?
I'm not a Parmesan.
And
No,
it's-
I buy
it's
Alfredo
gritty.
sauce in the jar and I
It's-
dump it in the pasta.
I'm not like a cheese person. I don't like Parmesan.
Yeah. well,
There's cheeses. I can simplify it for everyone. There's orange cheese, yellow cheese, and
And
white
white cheese.
cheese.
Yeah.
The
That's
rest
fair.
is all just
There is
fake
a
names.
difference between orange and yellow. Most people don't realize
Yeah.
that.
except for popcorn.
Oh,
There
yeah.
is. I learned last night that Pop Weaver, white cheddar and orange cheddar are the same exact thing except for food coloring.
Yeah.
What?
Per Al, who used
Yeah,
to work at
they're
the
probably
factory.
gonna send Hillary after me, but I worked at Weaver Popcorn and they make all the Boy Scout stuff, and the white cheddar and the orange cheddar are the exact same thing, just with food coloring.
Maybe
Yep.
you were just doing your job wrong.
Nah,
Impossible.
impossible. But even after they told me that, I still swore I could taste the difference.
I would still say so. Yeah.
I don't believe you.
So we'll just keep going down Tyler's list
All right, well,
because
before we move on, we have to show.
oh yeah,
results
poll
for
results.
everybody else
What did we
now.
get?
So Facebook
Overrated.
60% say overrated.
None of you are my friends.
YouTube 75%
See?
overrated.
It's overrated.
25%.
I don't understand this. Although, props to Leo. You don't mess with Hidden Valley. The Buffer Ranch is Heinz. They're not, molesting the Hidden Valley. It's Heinz
that's
Ranch
true.
and Heinz Buffalo.
I've heard
It's the
Heinz
only
Ranch
reason
is
it's
pretty
a-
terrible.
It is. But when you put buffalo in it,
It works.
they got
Oh,
something
yeah.
figured out.
8 votes. All right. Cool.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
Number 2 for Tyler. Oh, this one was my favorite. Overrated or underrated? 1-2 shifts. I don't even know how to answer it.
You think about it both ways, and it's so funny both
In
ways.
both ways are equally hilarious.
I'm like, wait, they're overrated because they suck, but they're underrated
'Cause you
they're
kinda
so-
need 'em.
They're so important. I'm gonna go with overrated.
Ah. You better hope that they agree with that, or
Yeah.
else.
Us, non-car people, what 1-2 shifts?
Yeah, so you're shifting from first gear to second gear.
It's a straight line.
It's
Yeah.
a straight line.
Remember when Tyler blew up like 6 transmissions in a row?
Yep.
It was a 1-2
Yeah,
shit.
that,
Yes.
that was why. And
That's
I
why.
could have had many, many more record runs if I had nailed the 1-2 shift. Or the 3-4. Apparently, I just need an automatic.
2-3 is the hard one. What are you doing?
2-3?
Nah.
I've never missed a 2-3.
That's like
the
diagonal.
I've even
Weird.
when I drive that car, the 2-3 is never a problem, but
Yeah.
the 1-2 is
It's weird.
annoying.
I don't know why. It's weird.
Annoying as in underrated or
No, not 121.
Not
shifts.
121.
I didn't plan for the answers. I just knew like this is a great question.
Thankfully, I've only done one. Well, not thankfully. I've done 121 ever. 121. And it was in my 93 SC2, and I was racing a 2.4 Solstice.
Did you full commit?
And I full committed. And that bitch went to 12 grand. And there were valves through the pistons, and there were pistons through the valves, and the head was chewed up. And I spent an entire summer rebuilding the engine in my mom's garage, and she hated it. So
Did you win the race?
Thank you, Lisa. No.
Oh, downshifting in a
no.
first didn't do it.
He won the fastest stoppie.
It was full.
You get a bruise from the seatbelt.
I drove it all the way home, though.
Al,
What?
Yeah, what's he doing over there?
where did those other ones go?
I drank them.
Hey, he only had like 3.
You ran out of your mixed sauces.
Yeah. My Kiors. My core stone. 121R. Yeah, R is for race. Okay.
moving on.
Last one
Hold
for
on.
Tyler.
Gotta tell the people shit.
Oh, yeah,
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah.
What do we
Jamie,
got?
do your thing.
Okay. YouTube said 89% say underrated 1-2 shifts.
Hey, thank you.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Facebook 80% say overrated.
Whew.
So,
Now that's interesting.
That is
How do we get
interesting.
such a split between the two platforms?
Aren't they the same people watching?
Apparently, just YouTube people are correct.
Yeah.
Jeff Gordon, what's up? We missed
Hey,
you.
Jeff. Oh, I do want to point out the Atom Project. If you don't mind, comment if you were back in the day on Six Sphere. Comment your name because I might remember you.
Handle.
Handle.
Yeah.
There it
you
is.
go. Okay. Now that we got that covered,
All right.
3 to 4 to 2. What?
1, 2, 3.
Am I
how
reading that right?
how can you 4 to 2?
What was he trying to do?
He
Go to
did
s-
it on purpose.
Yeah, he had to.
Anyway,
Road course?
final topic for Tyler Vogt. Overrated or underrated? Cheese pizza.
Underrated.
I threw this one in because I want people to understand your explanation.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I thought it was very silly at first, but you're not wrong.
Yeah. So, you're trying a new pizza place. You know, you're going downtown wherever you live, and this new.
Picture, set yourself
Yeah,
in,
set
in
yourself.
this mood.
So you're rolling up, and you're like, "Wow, this place looks cool." You roll in, and they can't even make a cheese pizza.
Yeah. They got 40 different specialty pizzas on
Yeah.
the menu.
But if you can't make the bread, the sauce, and the cheese, then get out of here. Then all your other pizzas suck. So that's why I almost specifically eat cheese pizza.
Yeah. I knew what he was going to answer on that one, but I wanted to
Yeah.
hear it
Zach
because...
Garden asked, are we talking cheese pizza with combo cheeses?
Oh, crap. I didn't think about that.
Oh, I'm cool with combo cheeses as long as it's not goat cheese.
So white cheese, yellow cheese, orange cheese, they're all good.
Oh, yeah, those are all good.
Exactly.
Yep. Goat cheese, no.
Nah, it has a weird funk to it.
Yeah. Ugh.
I'm not a fan.
A lot of cheeses
Sheep's
do.
cheese is odd, too. They use that a lot in Italy. I didn't really like it.
Sheep cheese?
Yeah.
Sheep cheese
It's-
is actually
Weird.
It's better than goat, but not as good as milk. Cow.
fucking amazing.
Yep. One
Huh.
bite. Everyone knows the rules. Actually, it's funny. Before we move on, the other day, it was Saturday, Sunday, I don't know. I was home
Oh, Saturday, Tuesday, Monday?
Saturday,
The-
Tuesday.
the
Oh, no, it
phrase-
was Monday.
The
Monday?
phrase "the other day" covers anything from yesterday to 3 years ago.
Yeah. So I went to Costco, and I got a slice of cheese pizza, and I freaking love
Oh.
Costco cheese pizza.
Costco
It's
pizza
hard to
is
beat.
so
have it
Eden
down.
went there the other day to get pizza
It's
for lunch.
so good. It's so greasy. It's just like that one huge slice you need.
Do you have to have a card to get in there to get the pizza, or just to
No,
buy
you
stuff?
can go into the food court without a
Yeah,
card.
food court, you don't need a card. You just go in the reverse way and say
Yeah.
you're going to
Reverse.
food court. And
Just look
there-
and pour in.
Reverse,
Hey.
reverse.
Tell
I-
them you're a doctor.
I have a card. Do you want to go for lunch one day?
Yeah, I need to go buy socks too.
Okay, I got
yeah.
you.
Okay, sweet.
Jeff Gordon, I now officially hate you.
What?
What? Jeff Gordon is my man.
Yeah,
Pineapple
I'm with
is
you
a
on
move.
that one, Jeff.
Yep.
Just
When
kidding.
when I worked
don't
at
hate
Pizza
you.
Hut, people used to order pineapple pizza, like, and when you order one topping, you get like double,
Yep.
as if it was multiples.
Yep.
And I would make these pizzas and be like, oh, I just want to eat it, but I could never order one when I'm out with people because no one else wants a whole pizza full of pineapple.
I do remember the Adam Project. SC Dine. I remember him.
Really?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Chicken bacon.
That's great.
Yeah, chicken bacon's always good.
What else you got,
Samaro?
Al?
I'm still amazed
Whoa.
with that, though. Okay, so let's move on to Ishta.
Hold on.
Oh.
Alright, cheese pizza.
Yeah, what do we at?
YouTube says overrated 67%.
Get out of here.
Facebook says overrated 67%.
That's a pretty. You don't get any more unanimous than
Yeah,
that.
you don't.
Everyone's on Team Pineapple. Look at them. Except for
Heck
Noah.
yeah.
What are you doing, Noah?
Yes, I agree, Noah. It's too slimy.
Jeff.
Jeff,
Well, if you
you
make
are right.
it-
I have no
Yeah.
taste.
If
No,
you
it's
make
so
it
true.
wrong. Oh yeah, he doesn't have any taste. He's chicken nuggies and cheese bread and cheese pizza, and like if he's like starving, he might eat like a piece of beef, like if he really had to. Like that's about it.
It was like the one day when I was like, "Oh yeah,
Hash browns.
I made salmon last night," and everyone's like,
Like what?
Yeah.
"I'm sorry, you did what?" And I said,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I like salmon.
Yeah.
I like other things."
Although
But
I still have that giant chunk of salmon in the fridge.
Yeah,
I
if
need-
you don't take it, I'm going to.
Well, I just left it there because if I take it home, it'll just sit there and I'll forget about it. But I left it there so that I see
Sit
it,
it
so
and
that
forget
we can,
about it.
yeah,
We're gonna smoke it.
let's grill it up here one night.
Oh, we
Yeah.
could grill it here too.
Yeah, the perfect
It's a
recipe.
really good idea. But you got to get a cedar plank.
Yeah, cedar planks are good.
Okay.
Or you do it like my mom,
I
tinfoil,
do
beer,
love cedar plank salmon.
little brown sugar and butter on the top. It's great.
We only got one shot at this. We can't screw it
That's
up.
true. We could cut it in half.
It's actually really big, so you could do half and half.
Yeah, we could cut it in
That's
half.
true.
All right.
Anyway,
Keep going.
on from salmon.
Okay, Ishta,
Yep.
number one. Just because I really want to hear your backstory. Overrated or underrated is horses. Like, I know you were into horses for a while, but I don't know anything else about it.
I was actually for a very long time, and I guess you can kind of say that I still am. So definitely underrated because people are scared of horses. Tim Beek, you're scared of horses?
Yeah,
You
there's-
literally
I'm
did
scared of
4-H
horses.
with bulls.
Yeah, and we had horses at home, and every
Yeah.
time I ride them, I'd get mad because there's no throttle.
Oh, but there is.
Well,
So-
there's a suggestive throttle. It's like, hey, please slow down.
I guess
and they
this
could be
can
like,
go-
no!
That's
Well-
my identical argument. They're terrible motorcycles.
Exactly.
Like, terrible motorcycles.
You have to pay for them even when they're turned off.
We invented a thing
Horses
to
are
replace them.
literally giant dogs. If anybody knows, horses are giant dogs. They have personalities like dogs do. Like they're amazing.
I have,
they,
I
The
have
ones
heard
that I
yeah.
rode were dicks.
Okay, well, you get on the right horse and you'll have the best time of your life. Once you know how to ride, like, so I used to barrel race, which you go fucking
Now,
balls to the
I
wall.
do really love barrel racing, flags, and speed and
Yeah,
action.
so that's all I did. And
Okay, that's a little different.
hand in
Because you
hand
don't
with
need a
needing
throttle. It's
speed.
just
Yeah.
yeet.
yeah, no, literally go, turn, hang on for your life, go, turn, hang on for your life, go, turn, hang on for your life, and just balls to the wall to the finish line.
Watching
So
them
that's what I
hit full
did.
flaps is always crazy,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
How many times back and forth is it?
So it's a pattern. So you have
Like
three,
it's a figure eight, right?
Yeah,
talking
so you
about
have
barrels?
like barrel here, and then a barrel here. So you go in, you go down, come around, and come back. And it's timed. It's all timed.
It's like autocross for horses.
Yeah, kind of.
Yep.
So
Horse cross.
yeah,
It is horse crossing.
I miss it every day. I always think about getting another horse, but I'm cars, horses, cars, horses, cars, horses.
So is it
Yeah.
overrated
Yeah.
or underrated?
it's underrated. Everyone should fucking ride horses.
See, there we go.
I would say, as far as like contests go, that barrels, speed and action are underrated. 'Cause especially speed and action, which is a silly name because all they're doing is just going out and back.
Yeah,
But
It's the shovel
like
run.
flags,
some of
poles,
those-
keyhole.
some of those horses are so freaking fast.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy to watch.
Oh, a lot of people take X-race horses, and that's what they use them for.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So there's a lot of thoroughbreds out there because they're fast and
Jeff Gordon
very
goes,
athletic.
Barrel racing is horse autocross.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The
If he's
autocross
not
man
wrong.
himself.
Yep. Yeah, the autocross man. Jeff Gordon, crank horsepower is overrated.
Yeah, no one gives a crap what it makes of the crank because there's not a single vehicle on Earth that puts the crank on the ground. So shut up already.
Yeah, my 582 big block makes 600 at the crank.
And 300 at the tire.
Yep. Because
Through my
454.
loose old.
my TH 200.
Okay, so
Yeah.
What do we got here?
horses. YouTube says 75% of YouTube says overrated,
Ooh.
and 60% of Facebook says underrated.
That's pretty unanimous in car guys, though.
I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of people saying that, yeah, horses are giant dogs. I had a horse that if you walked in the barn and you called him, he'd stick his head out from wherever he was and he'd call you back. Like he loved people.
I like any animal with a personality.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, except for octopi.
Tangent story.
They're very smart though.
They're gonna take over the
Just
world.
because
Yeah, they could.
you'll like this. So, my mom growing up always wanted to have a horse. And then she finally, I think she was 13, got one. His name was Romeo. And then in like her early 20s, her first marriage, she like had to get rid of the horse and ended up going to a really good friend of hers. And it was like 20 years later, her friend called her up and said, you can just have him back. Because this was after she was married to my dad, and we had the family and the farm and all that stuff. And she just called her up and was like, this is yours. And so I remember, and I was like maybe 10, 11 or so, and we go out there, and my mom has a very, very insanely, ear-piercingly loud whistle, and it's very unique. I've never heard anyone else whistle like her. And so we go to her friend's house, and she goes out there, and she does her whistle.
Yep.
And that
He came
horse,
running, didn't
Romeo,
he?
instantly,
Really?
like he didn't even look first. He just, bam, took off running straight to
They
her.
don't
20
forget.
years later.
They do not
It was
forget.
at least 20
That's
years
crazy.
later. And we
How
had
long do
him.
horses live?
He died at 44. Wow. Which is really
So
insanely.
typically about 30 years.
It's insanely old for a horse.
Yeah. Depending on how well they're taken care of, and what they do their whole life, they can live up to 30 years.
Yeah.
44.
That's awesome.
I'm pretty sure.
That's
40
impressive.
something.
That's impressive.
But yeah, very old for a horse.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I've had friends that have horses that reach 35.
That's a long time for an
That
animal.
is a long
Okay.
time.
Now that everyone's crying. Number 2 for Ashley. Overrated or underrated? Beanies.
It's like you know these answers already.
Yeah,
Like, why are
that's
you
why I
even
did 'em.
asking me?
Because I love it.
I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to say I'm still going to stick with underrated. However, it can be overrated depending on who you are.
Where's that?
Sounds a lot like riding the fence to me.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
No way. You know what my answer is, but just
She's
not
just saying
when-
some people can't pull it off.
Yes.
Oh, that's
yes.
true. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, we already covered the horses on. Whoa. 100% underrated, really?
Well, it just started.
Yeah, I just threw it up.
Yeah, I'm the
Oh.
only one.
Oh, okay. Now, see.
Are there any other comments we have on beanies?
Well, I have some comments because I have
there
a
we
rather
go.
abnormally large skull.
Oh, so
Big-
it's overrated because you can't
Big
fit your
old
head into
dome.
it?
They stretch.
But when you stretch them sideways, they get shorter. So
Yeah,
when I put a
that's true.
beanie on, it
It's
looks
like
like one
here.
of those prayer caps that people wear.
I'm going to get you a beanie.
You make it out of a pillowcase, I guess, so that it'll fit over my bucket head. Because I love beanies. I want to say that they're underrated, but I have to go with overrated because none of them fit me, ever.
I have to go
Greg, we have had ZZP beanies. They didn't sell very well.
No, they
but-
were
We
skull
need to make
caps
new
on me.
ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to make new ones.
with. I'll
agree
go
with
with
that.
overrated because they screw up your hair, and I hate the trend. And it might be over. I might be too old for this now, but the stupid Carhartt beanies that they put on the top of their head. The
It's, like,
kids
flopped over
yeah,
a
and
little
it's
bit,
I
yeah.
hate it. I hate it. It makes me mad.
I agree with that.
Yep.
But if I wore one normally, would I be overrated?
Nah, you pull it off well.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
you work.
Yeah.
Okay.
It works.
Okay. Now I know I can still wear them.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, you definitely can still wear them.
Yeah. You can't take
I appreciate the look that you
the
get. with
verbal
the beanie.
beration from me because I'm so mean about your looks.
I just like the fact that
Yeah.
you worried about your hair.
Tyler likes his hair too much.
I mean,
Yeah, I
it's to be expected.
yeah,
I don't give a crap about my hair. What do we have on the peoples?
yeah.
All right. Facebook, 100% say underrated
Oh.
beanies.
Wow.
Okay.
83% on YouTube say underrated as well.
Yeah, I'll give them that.
all sorts of skater boys.
They're probably
all
all
around.
like small
Damn
brain
right.
people, like small brain, small head. So I can't. You're just voting for what fits you, I guess.
I will note, all three of you are wearing hats, and I'm not.
Yeah.
Tyler
but,
doesn't
but
wear
what's
hats.
different about my hat?
Well, it's gigantic.
It's custom ordered.
And it has a dope Sonic pin
It does have a dope Sonic pin.
from Alex.
But for those of you, that's not a joke. This literally was custom ordered when we did our last round of hats because my head is that freaking big. So get over it.
Yep.
I think in the entire career at ZZP, Tyler walked into work once with a hat on.
Yeah,
I
was like-
remember. You walked in, you sat down, and you're like, I'm trying out the hat today, guys. 45 minutes in, he's like, can't do it.
Everyone else like, thank you.
I'm done.
You look weird.
Yep. I don't like hats. I love hats. I
I
would love to wear hats, but I just can't do it.
You just have to do it more and find the hat that fits
What about
you.
that
So,
that flat brim hat that I gave you?
I gave that to Trevor.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
And I think
Trevor
he threw
didn't
it
even
away.
wear it.
It's still sitting on my
Speaking of hats, so we have those old ZZP hats, and I think that might be the only hat that Tim has, but he wore it the other day when he went to the autocross.
I know.
But I thought he looked good in it. I was like, oh, Tim, you should wear a hat more. That like a different
Well, he
hat
should
that
wear a
fit
hat
him.
more, but that's just because he blinds people.
That's not nice.
It's not.
We're not nice around here. It's okay.
Either way, Tim looked good in the hat.
Okay, fine. Last one for Ashley is road trips.
Oh, God, I don't know if I can answer this one.
Depends what angle you look at it from.
Yeah, I guess. I think my last road trip was when I drove down to Nashville and then to Alabama, and Alabama straight back to Grand Rapids.
Yeah, that would put a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's not a good
that was a
road.
really long road trip. But I picked up my puppy, so it made it worth it.
Yeah.
But
But road trips also include caravanning down to Cletus,
Yep.
okay, so
Tail of the Dragon.
Tail the Dragon.
Big
that
road
road trip I loved. I love
that's-
those road
that's
trips.
good.
Like so tonight, I guess you can kind of consider what we're doing tonight like a road trip.
It's literally nothing but a
It's
trip on the road.
20 people driving to Grand Haven tonight. That I absolutely love, and that is completely underrated.
It's very relaxing.
Road trips to go on vacation are overrated. Fucking fly.
Yeah. I suppose that's
oh,
a good
oh.
point where you should
Are
put
you-
a divider in there. It's
Yeah.
not riding the fence. It's like there's very two specific
Yeah.
topics.
Yeah, but like would you have rather drove to Texas or would you have rather flown to
Oh, I'd
Texas?
rather drove.
Oh my God, you're weird.
Yeah, no.
You also just hate planes, though.
You have no idea
Yep.
how bad it is.
Yep. There's one little tiny portion
I
in your
paid
brain.
$12 for a rum and coke just so that I could
Yeah.
relax before I got on my return flight.
Planes are weird.
I
All their
love
arrow is
$12.
backwards.
Yeah, airport
Yeah,
Was
crazy.
it good?
price gouging.
it was okay, but the best part, like, it ended up being worth it because then there was a lady sitting beside me at the tiny little bar they have right at the terminal.
Yep.
And she's like, "You nervous?" I'm like, "Yeah, I hate planes." She's like, "Yeah, I could tell." And I'm drinking
Damn.
my $12 rum and coke. She's like, "Here, take these with you." She hands me 3 of those little 99-cent rum bottles you get from the gas station.
That's
She's like,
awesome.
"You can put these in the carry-on. They don't even notice."
That's awesome.
Like, well, if I ever have to fly again, I
I've
guess
done
I
that.
know that now.
I've done that.
Yeah.
We do it quite
Uh,
often.
So I got
Noah
on the
Hammock.
airplane, and I got a Coke, and I
There
go
you
to
go.
There
sleep.
you go. Noah Hammock brings up a good point because a lot of car people are just into things with wheels.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Yep.
So he's asking,
Yeah, that's true.
he wants to know, you guys in the chat too, we're interview skaters, BMX riders. A lot
I
of car
tried
guys
to
move from
tried
them
to
to cars.
skateboard once, fell and cracked my head.
I love longboarding. I longboard a lot. But when I was little, I used to try to buy bikes off of everybody in the neighborhood, like BMX bikes,
Yeah.
because I thought that I made them faster. I don't know what I did to them. But
You
I
greased
lived
them
on a
up.
cul-de-sac.
Tuned them.
Little
Yeah.
WD-40.
Yep. I lived on a cul-de-sac, and I used to draw lines, and I used to be like, all right, here's the starting line, and then the end of my block was the finish line. And I used to race everybody. I'm like, come on, let's go, let's race.
That's awesome.
From the time I was little, I have loved to race. I don't know what it is. Yep. So
That's
I've always
great.
loved racing bikes.
Yep.
To this
Tyler,
day,
I know
I
you
would do it.
skateboarded, didn't
Yep.
you?
I was a skateboarder.
What, really?
Oh yeah.
He was
Ooh,
a
the
skater
more
boy.
you know.
I all last year I've been talking about buying another skateboard because I wanted to freaking skate again.
Hit up Mitch.
Oh yeah. But
Wiener
they're
Dog
just, like,
skateboards.
I follow them and they have one with cats on it right now,
Yep.
and I
All
think
right.
that
Oh, boy.
might be
All
the
right.
move.
I'm gonna message
I
him.
have.
Hold on, wait. Tyler just texted me. Him
That
and
Tyler?
Nah, Tyler Stone.
Oh.
I hope they're still listening because he told me I had to give them a shout out or else he's gonna be real mad.
Oh.
But apparently they're driving to Texas right now to buy another red line for Billheimer.
Oh, sweet.
So, I mean, that's expected.
right.
He's bought like 18 of them.
Yep. Road trip.
But interesting that I see that right now, where you're talking about you being a skateboarder. Did you know that Tyler Stone was a badass BMXer?
I could.
He
totally
looks like
see
it.
That.
Like, not like tricks and
Yeah.
stunts, but like actually racing.
No shit.
Really?
Like-
Like with the whoop-de-doos and
Yeah,
stuff?
like traveled around the
pump track?
state
Whoop-
and kicked ass
whoop-de-doos?
on that. And,
I could see it.
and like one time we were at his house working on his car, and he pulled out some janky ass razor scooter from the corner and does like a 980 3 spins around and lands that shit. And he hadn't touched one in like years. I'm like, what the hell?
That's awesome.
It's muscle memory, yeah.
Yeah.
I still
Pretty cool.
have so my youngest sister Rach, she was turning 12, and that's when I was skateboarding a lot. I was like 16, and all she wanted was a skateboard. So for her birthday, I bought her I think it was an Alien Workshop. It was a pink elephant on the back because she loved pink, and then I bought her pink grip tape, and then I used my old trucks, and I gave that to her for her birthday. And she rode it like 3 or 4 times. You know, she wasn't really into skateboarding. And it sat at my parents' house for years and years and years and years. And then a couple times ago when I went home, I grabbed it. And then I was in the garage a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, okay, here we go.
Here we go.
And I was like,
I'm
all right.
30 now.
I'm 30. I've had a lot of beers. Not that day, but, you know, in between. And I could still do a heel flip and a pop shove it. And
That's
you know,
not bad.
You know,
That's the cutest story, though. That's so sweet.
I just love that it's
Yeah.
pink.
yeah. And it's all pink. It's still pink.
It's beautiful.
And I'm just in my garage by myself, like. Okay.
I really wish you would have set your tripod up for it.
If I fall now, I'll probably break something. And I'm trying to do pop shoves. Oh yeah. So I would love to get another skateboard.
Your mom's yelling in the garage. Tyler,
5:05. We
your
gotta
nuggies
get
are
rolling.
done.
Yeah, Tyler, you're chicken nuggies. Mom, the dino nuggets. Now.
Trying to do kickflips in the garage, Mom.
All right. We're moving on to Trevor.
Yep.
Number 1 on the overrated, underrated for Trevor is hair ties.
Ooh. You got one in there?
Like,
Ugh.
could you just grab a rubber band, or do you need to have a hair tie?
So, funny story. Before I totally answer the question, I used my first time growing out my hair. I'm on my like 3rd or 4th time now, I think, maybe 5th.
Yeah.
I don't know. First time, used a rubber band because I thought it was hard, and I wasn't gonna use hair ties because girls use hair ties.
Yep.
And then
You're
like
so hardcore.
Yep.
a couple months into it, I'm like, I just hate tying up my hair because it hurts so bad. And someone was like, well, that's because you're using a goddamn rubber band.
Yeah, you moron.
So I tried a hair tie, and I was like, oh.
Oh, this is why they're.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why it sucks.
But
and
I have
rips
to buy
your
a new
hair off.
pack of like those like the big ones from
Yes.
Meyer every month. I don't know where they go. I lose
Oh,
all of them.
I don't
Well,
lose
you
them.
you have a cat, so he probably takes them.
They stretch
He doesn't
out.
really like them.
Really?
The milk jug rings, he loves those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah,
Oh,
they do
weird
stretch
cat.
out.
They stretch out. Like I get mad because Courtney likes to stretch them out because her
Oh,
hair's so
before
damn
she puts
thick.
them on, yeah.
Yeah, and so then I go to grab one and I'm like, what's
It's
this?
all
You gotta
blown
make
out.
16
My hair's
loops
so
with it.
soft, it just falls right out. I'm like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was it? Underrated?
They are
Come on, no fence
Eric.
riding
they're
here.
they're overrated because they're too expensive.
Yeah,
and
they
I go
are.
through too many of them.
Yeah.
But they're
Ah,
necessity.
okay.
So
So
So they're overrated, but you have to have them.
yeah.
Yeah. That happens. in life.
Overrated by price.
Yeah, okay. If that's what you want to go with, I guess I didn't stipulate that in the rules. What do we got on the people's votes?
YouTube
Connor,
said
overrated.
57% underrated. Facebook.
Very
apparently
close,
no one
though.
can see the polls anymore because no one's voting.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
bad question.
Hop over to YouTube if you want to vote, I
Well,
guess.
yeah, Facebook can just leave.
Gotta
Yeah.
order those bad boys from
You-
AliExpress.
You probably get a pallet for $4.
Yeah.
That's
Shipping
not a
costs-
bad idea.
Shipping cost is $3,000 though.
Yeah.
All right. Number 2 for Trevor. Overrated or underrated? Tire alignment. 'Cause I know you've had to deal with this a little bit recently.
Tire alignment. Extremely underrated.
Yes.
But from a tire shop paying for an alignment, overrated.
Okay, I'll allow that tangent because it's kind of a different topic.
I'll explain it. Toe plates, every car guy needs them.
Yes.
They're
Yeah.
amazing.
After I used yours a couple times,
I need
it's
to
so
buy
easy.
some.
Yeah. I have one car that I grip drive and drift race, or whatever you call that.
Mm-hmm.
Go to drift events, and like, I just need an alignment is the only difference.
Yep.
And I'd pay $100 every time, every weekend,
Yeah.
to switch it back and forth, or I just spend what you were with me the last time, half hour maybe,
Yeah, if that.
dial it in, and
Yep.
it's like a 9 out of 10. But I mean,
So that's a good split there. Like
Yeah.
the alignment is definitely underrated because
Oh,
most people don't pay
110%.
attention. But paying for alignments,
Overrated.
overrated.
yep.
Because
Unless,
really, for someone that needs to change their alignment frequently, it's very rare that you're going to be changing more than just toe.
yeah, toe is the big thing.
Yeah. And you can
Toe
get
and
toe
camber.
plates.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
camber,
and camber a little bit.
Yeah.
which if you have coilovers, you just zip, zip, zip. You know,
Unless
whichever
you're
way.
just like booking like 500 miles a week and that's all you do is drive straight on the highway, like you should probably get a proper alignment just to save money on tires. But
Yeah.
anything else, like
Yeah, if-
you can get it 95% good with 2 pieces of metal and a tape measure. So
if you buy some new suspension and get it all installed, and that's going to be your setup, and you drive it every day,
Mm-hmm.
or
Yeah,
go,
or
go to
like-
Firestone and get the lifetime
Like
alignment.
or
thing.
like if you have an ion and you go to cobalt control arms,
yeah,
the length is slightly different, so your
So-
toe's way off.
yep,
So yeah, probably worth going to an alignment shop so they can make sure everything's right.
yeah. I found that out real quick when I did that last year.
I found out that not very quick.
Yeah, I found it out after about 500 miles when my Federals went bald.
Yeah, I
On the
found
inside.
out.
no, the
I found out
Federals-
when it rained and the front
Those-
of my car started
Those
floating.
were my OG RSRs, the originals that I had on the car for
They were the best ones.
the new RS Pros are even better.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I got on the Camaro.
Oh, okay.
They're
More
not
better.
loud.
The R was definitely better than the RR though.
Yeah, the RR
It was terrible.
bad.
Like, let's put a flame tread on it. 'cause
Yes,
the kids
Jeff
will love
Gordon,
bad
toe plates.
iteration. Yep. See?
That. Yes.
If you guys want
I
ZZP
expected
toe
that
plates,
from Jeff
we could
Gordon.
probably
Yeah.
make that happen.
I mean, his name is Jeff Gordon. Of course, he's gonna do the crap himself.
He has to. It's in his lineage.
Yeah.
Even if it's not related.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
just-
It's like a proxy thing.
He
Yeah.
developed the
Parents
genes.
know what they were doing when they named you.
Oh yes, I saw a picture of his dad. He 100% knew what he
Knew
was
what he
doing. I like your dad, Jeff Gordon. He looks like a good man. I hope his name was Jeff Gordon too.
All right, what do we got from the YouTube poll?
Yep.
Yeah.
Literally everybody says underrated for tire alignments.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, you're
Hey.
probably right. Okay.
100%.
Last overrated, underrated for Trevor. And this is probably the one that I laughed the most about while I was typing it out.
Oh boy.
So your topic for the final overrated, underrated of the podcast, unless you guys have some for me, is
Oh, I do.
periodically checking for vacuum leaks.
My car dies at every stop.
Like all the time. My car runs weird. Well, you work at ZZP, Trevor. I mean, tunes don't change themselves.
Oh, thank you for saying that. I've got 3 customers I'm dealing with right now.
My tune
my
went bad.
PCM is bad. I was like, well, what's happened? My car is bogging out and dying, and my shop said it was the PCM.
That's such a go-to.
Yeah,
was
I
it
know.
was
They
it
don't
all
know the
dealerships?
song.
It's
Usually.
we can't figure out the problem.
Exactly.
Must
It's
be
when the shop
PCM.
can't figure out the
Gotta be.
problem. It's the tune, 100%. It's been on my car for a year and a half, but it just started acting up. Shop can't figure out what's going on. So
PCM's going
can you check
bad.
to see if my PCM's bad?
It's on its way. It's like
It's on its
60%.
way. Like
bad.
it has
Yeah.
a disease. It's
Yeah.
getting sick.
It's got leprosy.
Or
There's
quick
no
uh,
saying.
public service announcement: if you take it to the dealership, the first thing they'll do is flash it with a
Flash it
stock
back
tune,
to stock.
yeah.
which could be bad.
don't
could
be
be very
very
Horrible.
bad.
Horrible. Do not
So-
drive away if they flash it back to stock.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, trying to think of a way to spin this the other way.
Yeah. Good luck with that one.
Good luck.
Severely underrated.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Uh,
As it should
That's
be.
the answer we needed.
We were testing some coils the other day, and Tyler was playing tuner on my car, and
Yep.
he's like, "Pretty sure you got a vacuum leak,
Hitting the
bud."
keys.
And I took 2 seconds under my hood, and I was like, "Oh, maybe it's this one."
You mean this hose? This
It's like
hose
ripped
that's
in
in
half.
4 pieces?
It's like a 3/8 vacuum hose and it's cut 90% around, and he's like,
Jeff Gordon's got my back. A vacuum leak is just a free cold air intake.
Oh,
Not yours. It was right beside the exhaust manifold.
yeah, that's hot.
Yeah,
that's
that was
hot
pretty
air.
hot.
So has your car died since then?
I haven't fixed it yet.
Oh my God.
That was
Hey.
yesterday.
That was yesterday.
come
He hasn't driven it. He has 19 cars. All right.
All right, fine. That's all
Anyways,
I had.
rapid fire questions.
Wait.
We got to go soon.
Yeah.
You guys got topics for me?
Well, he's answering your questions.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Questions?
You
What
guys
the-
start typing up questions. But wait, we forgot to ask, what did the people say?
People said
Looks like underrated to me.
80% said underrated.
Yep.
You are the worst customers.
Yeah, where's that
Come on,
12%?
people.
this is what I deal with.
The 12% are the ones that don't email us
Wait.
because they figured their own problems out.
I'd rather them
16%?
email.
16%.
All right.
Oh, my gosh.
Dr. Al McClure.
Oh, yes. I'm a doctor now, just in case you guys didn't know.
First, underrated, overrated. Sequential turbos.
Okay. Overrated.
Yep.
And I'm going to have to explain this one a little bit.
Yep.
So, I'm trying to figure out how to put this in kindergarten terms.
Too much heat, too much complexity.
Well, it's too many moving parts.
Yep.
So, the easiest example I can think of is if you, the FC, I think, RX-7 had a sequential turbo setup from the factory. And everyone talked about the dead zone.
Yep.
And like if you Google that term with RX-7, you'll find all kinds of threads about it. And so there was always this dead spot where it was shifting from the small turbo to the big turbo.
Because they actually had a vane that moved.
They actually had a vane that changed which turbo you were using.
Yep.
And so absolutely a true sequential, I think, is completely overrated. Because if what you want is the end result of a sequential, you can plummet like a true compound as far as the exhaust and the intake goes.
Yep.
And with the way you set up your wastegates can make it operate as if it was a sequential.
Yep.
And you may make a few less horsepower on the top end, but the only moving parts you have are the two wastegates.
Yeah.
That's it. And they
And it's
pretty much don't ever fail.
Springs and rubber diaphragms. And
Yeah,
that's it.
springs and rubber diaphragm. If you got a good quality wastegate, it's not going to fail on you. And so, like, I would rather trade 10, 15, 20 horsepower if it means that I don't got to screw with it and I don't have a dead hole while the thing's trying to switch over.
Yep.
Because the last compound turbo setup I had on my car was operated as a sequential, and it was, like, seamless. And even the setup that we ran on Sonic for a while was plumbed as a sequential.
Yep.
And you drove that.
It was great.
You could not feel any changeover.
No.
You felt
just
the
boost all the time.
You felt the V3 take off, and then it just kept getting faster.
Yep.
So yes,
great.
true sequentials are absolutely 100% overrated.
The Atom Project says, not required because TurboTech can now do it with variable, vane, or compound. Wastegates take care of it.
Look at him. He knows.
He's not.
And then we got Jeff
he's not too
Gordon on the
far
other
off.
side of the fence. Turbos are weird. Supercharge all the things.
Okay, you're not my friend anymore. Go away.
All right. Off that. Last question of the day. Overrated, underrated?
I hope you're going to say what I think you are.
Supercharged LSJs.
Oh.
Ooh.
I was really scared you were going to say ranch. But, okay, so.
We
Gotta
got
think of how to phrase this.
100% on sequential turbos, by the way, as overrated.
Yeah.
All 2 votes.
Yeah. They may have guessed, but they guessed right. At least you got to learn some things.
Electronic wastegates. Yes, that would be cool. I would like some of those.
Yeah, I hope someday I have a chance to play with those.
Yep.
Supercharged LSJs,
Ooh.
I definitely have to say underrated. The caveat to that is most people do it wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, we touched on this earlier with your car.
Yep.
You have a stock pulley
Yep.
and all the cooling mods. You're the only other person I've ever met that did all the cooling mods first. Like, that's what I did with my car.
and it's
I was on a stock pulley and I made my own single pass.
Wow, are you guys
And
best friends or something?
we're basically brothers.
Pretty much.
You
yeah.
saw how he walked in.
Have you not been here for the past 3 years?
Tyler walked in looking like Mini L today. Like you could
I had
not have been
the HPG
any,
and the laptop, and I had my monster.
and his keys around his neck. I was like, is this Al or is this Tyler?
It was
Who
Al.
the hell is this?
But yeah, I've said many times, and I still think it to be true, that if I had a second LSJ as a daily driver, it would be supercharged. And it would be stock pulley with the 85 and a 75 shot,
Yep.
which is why I keep trying to tell you to do that, because I guarantee you that's the most fun you're ever going to have in a blower Ecotec.
And not a month ago,
Hell?
6 months ago,
Who knows?
I would have said no. That's wrong.
Yeah, until you started driving one.
Until I started driving one, and I had my old Ion was
Good job,
93 2.9 pulley, front mount heat exchanger.
Mm-hmm.
Never checked the intercooler pump
Mm-hmm.
and exhaust mods.
And it sucked, didn't it?
It sucked. It was loud. It was slower than my car is now.
Yep.
We
Yeah,
went
no
to, we
offense.
And
went to
you
lunch
haven't even
yesterday.
switched the 85 yet.
No, still a 93.
Yeah.
My injectors are. Last night they're like 106%. You know,
Yeah.
it's okay.
That's fine.
It's okay.
You can
Yeah.
go to like 130.
O2 looked great. So
You can go to 300 if you want, but they're just wide open.
Yep.
Noah Hammock said, I did all the cooling first because of Al's top 5 LSJ video. Nice.
Thank you
Thanks for
so
listening.
much. You get a sticker. Someone send him a sticker.
All right, Noah, email me. I'll get you some swag.
Yes.
We'll get you some swag.
You get a swag pack for that answer.
Watch all of our videos. They're good. We spend
Yeah.
a lot of money and time on them.
It's almost like we do
Yeah.
this for a living.
Wow.
Weird.
But yeah, I can't stress enough that a properly set up blower LSJ is severely underrated.
Yeah.
They are so much fun to drive. Now, you do have to keep in mind, you're not going to make 400 horse.
No,
You're not
and
going to
that's
make
fine.
you're probably not going to make 350.
And that's fine.
But if it's your daily driver and you just want to have fun while you drive the car and you don't want to go to jail,
Yep.
a moderate, appropriately sized pulley for your cooling mods and your head, cams, exhaust,
Yeah.
whatnot.
That or
keep the boost low.
a 2.2 with full bolt-ons.
No, you're out.
Oh, all right.
No,
I thought we were,
I
thought we
daily
were
drove
going
a
somewhere there.
2.2 with full bolt-ons for years. It's slow as.
No, I'm.
Crap.
If we ever go through with spec base, I'm counting the
People
2.4
call me
SS
now?
in that. So
That's fair.
yeah,
That
Yep.
changes things.
ITB's the world.
ITB 2.4. It's gonna happen eventually.
You get a sticker. You get a sticker.
You
get a
get a
sticker.
sticker.
Well, it doesn't
Yeah.
look like we got any questions here. So any final ones here for the last couple seconds while we wrap up?
Yeah, what do we got?
Yes, people were making 300 wheel with corn and bolt-ons back in the day. I was. We were just talking about I was talking about this with Bo when we were at lunch. It was like 2011-ish that I took the M62 record. I think it 317. I think.
Yep.
On snow tires.
Yeah, yep.
Because I didn't know then
That it was any
that
different?
they take a little bit of power. But it was cams, ported head, 3-inch exhaust, single pass manifold.
Yeah.
Like I had all the mods I needed to run a small pulley and not piss the car off.
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy how well it runs when IATs are 90 instead of 160.
Yeah. And then I got these entry-level kit guys that have stock cooling and want to run like 24 pounds on the Z54. And I'm like,
No, buddy, please.
this is...
Please.
You bought entry-level kit, right? Like, this is your gateway to turbo. That doesn't mean you run max boost right off the start.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
And people just can't understand that for some reason. And I'm here to help you. I'm more than happy to tell you exactly what you need to do, but you gotta ask and you gotta listen.
Yep.
I had a customer today. He's like, my stock KO4, I was making like 23, 24 pounds of boost. I put a Z57 on, and I'm only making 20 now. I need to be making more than that. I was like, so
Nah.
our tuner who's done this for how long now?
Apparently, I'm just winging it.
Like,
Also, that is a gigantic difference.
yeah.
Yeah.
I go, no. Don't stop. Everyone just stop worrying about how much boost you're making. Please, because trust me, we're the professionals and we know what we're doing. Especially our tuners. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, 'cause, like when I'm
If you're
tuning
making
your car,
20, there's a reason for it.
when I'm
Yeah.
tuning your car, I can see what the map sensor's reading. I know how much air is going through the engine. Yeah, it's almost like I can
Quick
scan
note,
everything.
Jeff Gordon.
Magic.
In about 2 weeks, Ed Walsingham duking it out with an SC and a turbocharged
that'll be a
autocross
good
battle.
Ed's got a sweet
Let us know how that
HHR
goes, yeah.
on Fortunes, yeah.
HHR, he's gonna lose.
Bit heavy.
Probably.
Daniel Fisher, we have the percentage difference on the V3 page. If you can measure your stock wheels, if you have them. Otherwise, if you really want, email me, and I've got a stock turbo, and we've got V3s.
Yeah.
So
John Sanders did take the M62 record from
Didn't
me.
you cut open a stock?
no, that was a V3.
That was a V3.
Yep.
No, it was the
was a
housing
stock
that I
one.
cut open was a stock one.
Yeah.
Oh, the penny
The
choke
cartridge
one. Yeah,
that
yeah,
I
yeah.
cut open was a V3.
V3.
Yeah.
It's significant. It's
Uh,
30-40% on
John
each end.
Sanders is a fake account that me and Tyler Stone created so that we could talk shit on CobaltSS.net. But then somehow he accidentally got that permanently locked into his YouTube. So
That's T-Stone.
yeah, that's him forever now because we can't figure out how to undo it.
Yeah, T-Stone, you did take that record. But it took
Rick
a long time.
says, you guys have any recommendations on where to buy an LSJ car that's not unrealistically priced these days?
Every car is overpriced
Everything
right
is
now.
overpriced.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can find some pretty good deals on LSJs. Tyler just got one.
Marketplace or Craigslist. That's probably
The only
about it.
generic advice I could give would be try to find an 04 Redline from Texas.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's gonna be
Start looking for
best.
them in the south because they're getting old.
Snitches get stitches.
And the 04s really aren't that bad. You can swap the cradle if you want. The bumper's fine.
Yeah, you can make them an 05.
Yeah. So, do your thing. Look for a red line, Rick. Red lines are half the price of Cobalts.
It pains me because I love the red lines, but it's just the way the world turned
It
out.
sucks because every time I see someone list one, they're like,
Compton.
they post it for 3K or something, and somebody's like, oh no, that shit's only worth 1.5. I'm like, you realize how little of these were made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Nah,
only
they don't.
reason they're cheap is because you have made that market that cheap. Honestly, red lines
Mhm.
could be worth 6 to 10K.
That's what he said.
Oh,
04
yeah.
Red Line in Compton. There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotta go to
It's one of
California.
those things where, like, if they're selling it on generic Facebook Marketplace or they're selling it on a Facebook
For- yeah.
group
Yeah.
for red lines. Like,
Yeah.
and
very
that's what
different.
you do.
Yeah.
You gotta look at the regular Facebook Marketplace.
People
you have
that
to
don't
have
know what they have.
your keywords set up. Like cobalt, you also put in cobalt. And
Cobalt.
Yeah.
cobalt, because people don't know how to spell, and they don't know what they
Yes.
have. So you put those in,
Cobalt is probably the most
Yep.
common.
Yep.
and then you put your dinger, your bell, and then as soon as someone lists one, you take it. You take a look.
Set that thing for 500 miles.
Yeah,
and
that's how I found my blue LSJ. It was up for like 13 hours, and I said, "Hey, I'm coming tomorrow." There it was.
You got a good deal on that too.
Yeah. Phew. Yeah. That car's sweet.
Anyways, I think we're going to
Overnight
wrap this up
parts
here,
from
guys.
Michigan.
We
Yeah,
got to get
we-
going.
we gotta
Hey.
get to Grand Haven.
If anybody is
Oh,
out
yeah.
there that lives nearby,
Yeah, if you're in Greater Grand Rapids,
yeah, come on out, hang
Yeah.
out, come see us, come cruise with us.
If you're in this chat right now, we're dropping a video right in this chat, so just keep your tab open. And we got a new product we're teasing today. Actually,
Ooh.
2 new products in
Well,
one.
I guess technically, yeah.
yeah.
So if
Most
you guys
of these
like,
guys are Ecotec or Sonic
Twofer.
guys, but
if you like exhaust noises,
Watch it.
Yeah, you like exhaust.
it's a good
noises.
video. We
Yeah.
spent a lot of time on it.
it is
so.
a good video. We got some cool looking cars.
That's really, really good video. Not gonna lie.
Cobalt.
Cobalt.
Yeah, Tyler's just drove
Yeah.
up the price
Cobalt.
of Cobalt's like $1,000.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks,
Here we
Dave.
go. Going to the moon. And on that,
Yeah.
Anyways,
And can we
happy late 4th of
Can we
July,
make a
everyone.
red line coin? And send it to the moon.
Yeah.
you can start. You can mine on your phone now, so we can
Oh,
probably
yeah,
do it.
That's
Yeah.
true.
All
Happy
right.
4th of July, everyone. A little late, but have a good weekend.
Yeah, where the heck have you been?
Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you guys next week, I guess.
Next week, next Friday. All right.
Hey.